Hey everyone, so I am going to be doing a review for you guys today on the MAC 187 brush, and I've had this brush for a couple weeks now, and no, I lied, for about a week, and I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to talk first about the Sonia Kashuk Stipling brush, which I bought this, and I've had this now for several months, and I bought it because, of course, I'm a college student and I'm on a tight budget, and I thought that maybe it could be a dupe for the MAC stippling brush. And I, first of all, wanted a stippling brush because I really liked the way it applied makeup. Like when people were doing it in their videos, when they were applying their liquid foundation with this brush, or with a stippling brush, they raved about how it gives you like such an airbrushed look, and it goes on really nice. You don't need as much product, and I've just always really liked using a brush to apply my makeup. I used my fingers at first when I first started using liquid foundation, but for the longest time I used mineral foundation, so of course you'd have to use a brush to apply that, and I've just always really liked applying my foundation with a brush. So when I wanted to get a brush to apply my liquid foundation, I wanted to go for the stippling brush. And it really does give like a really nice effect when you stipple on your makeup and then buff it out. It really does cover, it really does give medium to full coverage, depending on the liquid foundation you use, of course, but I really just love how it looks. And I had been using the Sonia Kashuk stippling brush for a while, and I didn't have anything to compare it to, so I was satisfied with it, I guess you could say. But buying a $16 brush, I believe that's how much this is, versus a $42 brush, I don't think it's going to be comparable. This one was okay because it got the job done, but it shed like crazy all over my face. When I'd be done applying my liquid foundation, I'd have to sit there and pick off little bits of the black bristles all off my face, and sometimes the black bristles would break off, like they'd not only shed, but they'd like break off in little tiny pieces that look like mustache hair, or like, you know, whenever your boyfriend gets a haircut and he goes to, like, I don't know, whatever, he gets really close to you and there's just little tiny hairs that you can't get off. You have to, like, I don't know, blow dry your face to blow everything off. Anyway, but the little black bristles would like snap off and like get on your face, and I couldn't get them off. So that was just super annoying because your entire airbrush look is now out the window because you've like picked at your face. So that is the major downside to this brush, and I've had it, like I said, for like several months, and I've washed it God knows how many times, and it still sheds. It still sheds. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but it holds the color in the white bristles like really bad. Like, I just washed this before I was going to make this review to get it somewhat whiter. But I, of course, wouldn't wash my brushes like that for everyday use. But I, like, sat there with the MAC cleaner, like, doing this. I also deep cleaned it yesterday so that it would be, like, nice and white. But still, the middle bristles right here still have, like, foundation residue. And I don't know if it's residue or they just, like, I don't know what it is, but the white does not get super white on this. Other than that, I guess if you're on a budget and you don't mind the shedding, go for it. But for me, it was worth the money to just get the MAC brush, and now I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, this is great. I might use this to apply blush now because I don't know if it'll be bad because I have never used it for blush, but I'm thinking maybe if I just like lightly sweep instead of buffing and doing like the harsh stuff with it, it won't shed if I just do my like blush. So I might use that for with this now. Okay, on to the MAC 187. I absolutely love this brush. I have no complaints about it so far. I did wash it before I used it the first time. Sorry, my back kills. I'm sitting on the floor here. I did wash it the first time, or before I used it for the first time, and there was a little bit of shedding, like maybe 1 or 2 black bristles, but that's expected because it's a brand new brush, and you always want to wash your brushes before you use them anyway. So I got all the loose bristles out before I used it on my face. I have not had it shed on me since I got it, and that's a good sign. So we'll see after one deep cleaning when, you know, everything gets kind of loosened up, I guess. But I have a feeling that it won't shed because it hasn't shed on me so far. The differences that I can see right off the bat is it's a little bit skinnier. Like, this is fatter and this is skinnier. Sorry, this is my first review, so if I'm doing like a horrible job, just let me know, and like if you want me to redo it, whatever. But this is a little bit skinnier. The ferrules look the same, but this one has more black bristles, and it's like just thicker. It makes it thicker, and this one has less, but it has more white bristles. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but the MAC brush is a lot denser with the white bristles, with the synthetic bristles, which makes it not as like blotchy. Like when you're putting on your liquid foundation, when I used the Sonia Kashuk, it would like blotch, and I'd really have to stipple it before it actually looked not streaky, I guess you could say, and then you buff it out, and it's kind of hard to buff it out with this. It took a long time to apply my makeup with this because you'd have to like sit there and really buff it out. With this one, you use less product, I noticed. This one, you use a lot more liquid foundation. I'd have to go back to my bottle of foundation and pour a little bit more on my hand when I use this brush. This, I use the same amount that I did normally with this brush, and I had to end up like trying to scrape some back off into the bottle because I didn't use it all. So I've noticed that I'm using less product with this brush because it doesn't pick up a lot of product, but it applies it so evenly that you don't use a lot. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but you don't use a lot of product with this brush, and it's so nice because it's so dense that you get like a nice stipple effect, and then it doesn't take long at all to buff it out because there's not a lot of product. I like that it's thinner, my personal preference, because I can get under my eyes and the creases of my nose, like all the little corners, and I really like that. This one, I would end up poking myself in the eye and it wouldn't like get into my nose. Look at it, it's shedding already, and I haven't even done anything. You won't be able to see that, but it's shedding. I haven't even done anything yet. So those are like the main big differences. Now, for personal preference, this is obviously softer. It is really, really soft, and I don't know if you guys will be able to tell, but the black bristles are lower on this one, so it gives, like, the white bristles have more length at the top, which I don't know if that makes it softer or if the bristles are just softer, that much softer anyway. This one, the black bristles come up fairly close to the top of the white bristles, and it's just, you can tell that it's like splotchy, that the white bristles are kind of like in spots, you know, instead of just randomly packed all in there. And it's a soft brush. Like, I didn't have any problem with it, but this one's a lot softer. The black bristles too, they're just a lot softer. and it just feels like a nicer brush. They're relatively the same size. I'll put the MAC one over here. They're relatively the same size in terms of like handle. The ferrule's a little bit bigger, like longer I mean, but they're the same like diameter. This one's has a smaller diameter. This one's bigger in terms of like brush, I don't know, bristles. But yeah, if I were going to have to choose and spend my money on something that's going to last me a long time, and it's going to save me time putting on my makeup, and it's going to also save me product, I'm going to go for the MAC one because it will pay for itself over time. Because I'm using less product, I'm spending less time doing my makeup, so I'm out the door quicker, and it's just an overall nicer brush. And I haven't compared it to the Sigma because I don't have a Sigma stippling brush. I'm just comparing it to what I have, and this might be just a really crappy brush, so I'm comparing really crappy with really good, and I don't have a brush that's somewhere in between like maybe the Sigma would be. But overall, I love this so far, and I will definitely keep you guys updated. But that is my review of the MAC 187. I hope you guys liked it. It's my first review, so if I like left any really important, significant detail out, like whenever, I don't know, to people who have done reviews before, let me know. If you guys want another one, and I don't know, because I missed something, let me know. Just post down in the comments below. But yeah, overall, hands down, the MAC 187 brush. I love it. And stay tuned for more videos, like my Luxie hair extensions. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Outfits of the day, and also a review on the Enzo Milani 1-inch clipless curling iron, which is what I did my extensions with, or what I did my hair with today. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye!